Alright, it's testing time. It's testing time. Ugh, dying. I'm gonna hear myself cough. Woohoo! Let's see. Beat, 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 beat. Alright, back to this actually. For now. Hi! Oh, it's so delayed actually. We'll see. I'm just making sure it's not like super duper delayed. I'm hoping. Hooray! It is time for sillies. How we doing? Okay, yeah, now that's not that bad. Hi! Hooray! I've got I've got a lot of time to figure out all these mons. And you get to see whether or not I am making a mistake. I have very few Pokemon, funnily enough, that I like very much dislike or even hate. But I do have a lot of ones that I like. So I have a lot of Pokemon that I like. They're very silly. No, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Oopsies. I'm fixing that. Oops. Imagine being that silly goofy. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. That's alright. I mean, it's understandable. Like, you weren't expecting it to do that. Okay. I think it's Mon's time. I got some sillies. Actually, can I get music on? That'd be fun. Let me do... I'll just do the Undertale soundtrack, honestly, because I know that that's less likely to get issues. Can you hear it? I want to make sure. All grass types are S tier. I'll have to like curate a list of songs that I actually would play on here, but for now, Undertale music, just in general. Let me make sure it's getting... Yeah, it should be. Oh, maybe no? I'm hoping no. Should be Spears of Justice. But yeah. Hi, how you doing? I got sillies. Silly guys. And I get to start rating every single mon. There's a lot to go through. There's so many Pokemon. Okay, let's go ahead and just get started because I've got the sillies. It's gonna be very hard for me to want to put anything in S tier because those would literally be just like all of my favorites. So bear with me because I know for certain like this whole line is very solid. Though I don't really like the Mega Evolution. And I certainly don't like the Gigantamax. I'm sorry. It's just I don't like it. It just makes me annoyed because eat just big flower. I like the fact that it's got silly hair. He's very silly. But Bulbasaur in general is just a very solid line. It's good. I have like a lot like C tier is definitely gonna be like the I don't really care as much about them generally. Yeah, Mega Evolutions suck most of the time. I definitely don't. I like Charmander. I don't really like Charmeleon that much. He's just not. He's I okay, but mid-evos I know they're supposed to be like awkward, gross, middle stages, but I don't like them. They're just not good. They just don't look that good that often. They're just ugh. It's okay. Um, Charizard. I think is a bit better, but because of just my bias of getting kind of tired of him, I think he's like he's not even overrated specifically by people that are fans. He's overrated by specifically the game devs because boy do they love to put Charizard in everything. I get very tired of it very quickly. This peak Charizard design. I love that one so much. I love the blue. I love blue flames in general. There's just blue is a very good color, and then the black and blue makes it. It's so good. That one's allowed to go in S tier. I don't like this one at all. I know it, and I absolutely that's tempting to put in awful. I don't like him. He's just, I am actually. I don't like him. There's very, very few Pokemon that are probably gonna go in that area, but a lot of Gigantamaxes just don't look good to me. Like, I get what they're going for, but why? Squirtle is very cute. I think Wartortle in just design in general, I like him a lot more. I think he's genuinely like the best design of the Medievos and starter evolutions. He's just I like the fluffy tail, but I do wish heavily that they had somehow kept the fluff somewhere on Blastoise, like at least with like the tail or something, It could have been so much better. He's just so silly, and he could have been floofy. It would have looked awesome. Big ass guns are sick, and I find those funny. Giant turtle shell is kind of on the iffy bad side of it, at that, so it can't even be in C tier. Caterpie's very cute, but I don't feel very strongly about Caterpie. Metapod is funny, I think. Yeah, I like Metapod a little bit because he's just silly. What else we got? Butterfree. I don't know where to put Butterfree actually, because I know I don't feel that strongly about Butterfree. Actually, no, I do feel strongly-ish about Butterfree. It's not even because of the design; it's because of the stupid ass Ash Ketchum scene in Indigo League. I'm sorry, that made me so mad because it's like I don't like any of the ones where it's specifically he's just crying about giving up a Pokemon, because I know they're trying to do like some sort of emotional beat. It's not working. That doesn't. No, I'm sorry. I don't. There's so many better episodes for like soft, like emotional beats, and that's not one of them for me. I like the different colored Butterfree that's in that episode, just because it's like, oh, it's cute because they have like family and stuff. Justice for Butterfree. You can ask for justice all you want. I just don't like it. But the bigger one, it gives Mothra vibes, and so it's kind of up there for me. I like the design a lot, and like the way the wings have the little scales. They're very nice. Weedle's silly goofy. He's a bit silly. I think most of bug types are gonna probably be like middle for me. Beedrill also is kind of middle of the road for me. But this guy looks epic. I think this guy's A tier. He's just got so much more going on. He turned his feet into spikes. His feet are spikes now. Bro is a on point ballerina right there. I want to see somebody animate Beedrill to being an on point ballerina. That'd be so funny. Like a lethal ballerina. It'd be silly. Pidgey's silly, goofy. Let's see. Yeah. I don't feel too strongly about a lot of these guys, because, like, they're good. They were good for the specifics, but then with later generations, they just started getting more and more. What do you mean misgendering the bee? Leave me alone. What do you mean? SMH. I like the blue tips on this guy. This guy goes up. Oh, you're right. You're right, actually. No, that's allowed. I was going, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? I don't like Rattata. I don't like Rattata. I do slightly like the Mario one a bit more. He's just silly. I feel like a lot of my problem with Gen 1, granted, it's fine for it specifically being the first generation of Pokemon because they didn't really think that it was going to blow up as bad or like as much as it did, is the fact that most of the animal or like most of the Pokemon are just, this is an animal but bigger. I like that they've added like more like inspiration things for them and like referencing different culture and different like historical events a lot of the time. Like I think that's why I like the silly little Alolan versions a bit better, because they reference like an actual thing that happened in Hawaii. So like I don't know, they're cool. Regular Eradicate can go just down there still though. Spearow I actually like a bit more than Pidgey, but I don't really care that much for Fearow. Spearow just, I like the wingtips. I like just how his face is shaped, his little spiky hairs. He's just, I like him. And Ekans is just a silly. Ekans is silly, but I don't know if I like him that much. Arbok, though, is pretty good. Pikachu, awful. Oh, object with eyes Pokemon. You're right. Those are goofy, and I like them. Object, but object Pokemon also make more sense to me because of the fact that it's like a whole thing in Japan. That's yokai, and the fact that they're specifically like, oh, this thing has existed for this long, and so it becomes sentient because it's just seen a lot and been and traveled a lot, or this, that, the other thing, and so it's cool. And I like yokai a lot. Ekans is just a silly. I'm not a big fan of Pikachu though. I don't like him. I I will say though, I don't like new Pikachu. I do, however, think Fat Pikachu is S tier or even God tier. He's just so silly. He's so snarky in the anime and the Indigo League. I miss that Pikachu. Bring my boy back. Put him back. Yes, bring back plus-sized Pika. I need my silly. I do like Raichu a lot. Raichu is a very good design, and even the Alolan Raichu, I don't like the lore of just eating fluffy pancakes being the reason it's floating, but I do like the design itself. They could have come up with a way better idea. Sandshrew is S tier. I think he's very silly and cute, and I like his silly little design, and he gives pangolin vibes, and I also really fucking like this one. I like this one even more. It's ice types, okay? Ice types are really cute. I like the fact that he becomes a little igloo. He's got his little igloo head. He's just so silly. He's got pangolins, my beloved. I do like the evolutions less, but I think that's because I'm just biased towards little guys, just a bit. I like the little guys. They're my babies. Uh, the Nidoran lines, I don't know about. I think at the very least these like the middle stages are really good. Um, I'm not as big of a fan of the mid stages, and I think Nidoking is better than Nidoqueen. Um, I don't know. I think it's just like the way that they did Nidoqueen's like just the tummy and breast plating. It just bothers me a little bit. Not enough to be like, oh, this Pokemon's absolutely horrible, but I don't know, man. You can still have them both have the full belly plating scaling. Cause I don't think I know. I know they're going for more of like a mammalian look, but it's a reptile. So consistency, Game Freak, please. I like this one. I think Clefairy's silly. Clefable is also pretty silly. I do really like Vulpix, but I absolutely adore Snowy. We love Snowy here. I don't have very much to say about the Sun and Moon anime, but I do really like Snowy and Nebby. Those are the babies, and they're precious, and I love them. Lily's whole character arc is really cute, and she deserves everything. I do. That nine-tailed foxes, I love them so much. They're so cute. They're just precious. We got Jigglypuff, who is pretty peak when it comes to the anime, especially. But it's also just a good design. Like, it has a nice silhouette. It's very recognizable, especially after it got popular. The Naruto Pokemon. We love the Naruto Pokemon. I don't really care for Wigglytuff as much though. I like the fact that it's got like the bigger ears and stuff, and like it is a good up. It's like a good evolution, but it's still not one that I'm like that interested in. Zubat is pretty good. I don't really care that much for Golbat. Um, Oddish is little guy territory, but he's not like as little guy. I do like him a lot though. He's very silly. He goes up there with like Bulbasaur. I'll sort this slightly actually. Yeah. This guy would be down here. Raichu's pretty up there for like good ones. I like the blue. The blue just looks so good. What? How did Vulpix get down here? Do I actually? Do I? I don't know. Actually, no, I will. I like both of them a lot. I like the fluffs. I like the fact that there's the lore, but with their tails. Okay, this one actually is so peak for me. Like, I'm sorry, this Snow Fox being gorgeous and flowy. I like the flowy designs. This guy's really cute. Yeah. I like my foxes, what can I say? Silly guys. Yeah, Pikachu is going to be lonely down there. I don't like that guy. Let's see. Gloom. Gloom is silly. I think he's very good. I do like his design. It's very simple but effective. And the fact that it grows up to be the bigger, actually opened flower, and knowing that that smells like absolute ass. Because it's a corpse flower. That's like a whole. That's the whole thing. Or at least that's what it's based off of. I like it a lot. Little guy. We do love little guys here. He's precious and adorable, and I like his concept, which made this design go up a bit. Because the fact that it's the parasites are very fun. I like mushrooms. I like my silly little bugs. Sometimes. At least a lot of the bugs that are like further down. There's so many mons. Oh god. Alright, we're continuing. Rapid fire, we got don't feel strongly. Don't really feel strongly. I don't like Diglett very much in general. I get their purpose, they're cute-ish, but they're not doing it for me. Meowth is and always will be peak because of the anime. This Meowth I don't really like. He's sassy, but I don't know, man. Persian did it better for me. This guy is silly though. I like him. He goes up here. Long Meowth. Long Meowth is a good example of just how you can be silly with the Gigantamaxes, and they should have done the silly more. Like, I want more of my Pokemon to just be goofy silly. I like Persian. I like it specifically because of like put Diglett higher. No. This is my tier list and I make the rules here. I just don't like him that much. He's just not one of my favorites. He's cute, but he's just not one that I like very much. He's like, here, I'll put at least regular Diglett into mid tier. Okay. Will that be satisfying you? He's just not my guy. I don't like this guy either. I like the blue gem. The blue gem's nice, but like fat cat, but not in like a actually chunky cute way. Yeah. This cat is the one that will bully you and then tell the teacher that you did that to them. You know? Like this is the kid that'll push you in the hallway and then fall on the ground themselves and say that you pushed them first or something. You know? Psyduck is very silly. I think he deserves to be up here. Golduck, I'm not the biggest. He's definitely middle of the road for me. There's Mankey, who's pretty silly. I like this guy a little bit more though, cause he's just so angy monkey behavior. I have cats in my household. Like, we have a brat cat, and her name is Owlie. And she's very silly, uh, and a pain in the ass. But we do, in fact, love her, and I do love her, and I play her head like a kazoo sometimes. Because she got no thoughts. But this one's, like, meticulously mean, you know? I don't know. I just don't like the vibes. Puppy. I like this puppy. This puppy I like a lot more. I don't know. It's something about like the hair covering the face. It reminds me of you know the dog from Little Mermaid. He's just so silly. Oh, you can't see it that well. Hold up. Can I? Will that function? Oh god, that looks worse. Okay, hold on. Oops, nope. I'm moving the wrong things. You still can't see it that well. Alright. Dang. Eh. I need to fix this layout. I need to make the leaf smaller. I'll do that at some point soon. Here, we'll just zoom back in, and I will fix this again. You don't need to see much of the tier list itself, like the colors. Maybe. I don't know. I wish I could just make it like where it's a little bit different. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, I like this guy. He's very silly. He deserves a lot of good in the world. He's big fluffy, and I love big fluffy dogs. They're silly. I don't like this one as much though. This one can go and see. These guys can all. No, actually, I like this guy. I don't really like the other guys though. They can go in here. Abra is baby and good, and I like it. This guy's silly. He's allowed to go in B. Actually, I think out of all of them, I think this guy's the silliest. I just like the fact that he's got this stupid amount of spoons. He's got so many spoons. This is just a guy. And that is why I don't like this whole line. He's just, I don't know. It's the same reason that I don't like, what's it called? What are they called? Oh my god, I don't remember. I don't remember what they're called. Timber, that's right. I was like blanking. It was awful because it was the one from my generation of Pokemon. It's so annoying. Bellsprout's cute and silly. I think he's B. These guys, I like. That guy is specifically I don't like as much, but I do really like the full on Victory Bell. It's just I like pitcher plants. They're cool. We got. Oh yeah, I was gonna show the fact that I like this dog guy. I like this specific Growlithe. Hisuian Growlithe is really cute, and I think he deserves the world. He's precious, and he's perfect. Let's see. Tentacool is solid. Tentacruel is also solid. I'm kind of about regular Geodude. I don't really like the Alolan ones. I do like this guy a little bit. Not very much, but I like him a little bit. And he's got the silly one. I don't know. He's got a funky little magnet on his back. He's a little bit silly. I like Ponyta a lot. Ponyta is like a very good design, and the variation of it is just so fluffy and cute. I don't care if they look like My Little Pony at that point because they're going for a feeling and they got it right, right? Especially with the two Rapidashes also. Like they got the right feel to them. Slowpoke is really cute and silly, and I like him, but I do like his little curry head one more. It's so goofy. Slowbro, I don't like this one. This one is icky. Let's see. I think he's C. I don't really care about him that much. Same with the magnets. There's one and then there's three. Farfetch'd is silly. And I like the fact that he's based off of another thing. This guy looks silly with just the fact that he's like holding it like it's an oversized sword, like a cloudbuster. he's just so goofy. Doduo is really cute and silly. And Dodrio, I like his tail. He's interesting enough. Hi, Nidorak. What's up? I'm already making people mad by putting Gen 1 starters closer to C tier. And I don't know. Nice. Seal is silly. Seal can go in here. Yogong is cute, but I don't like it as much. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any ones in particular. I don't like this guy though. I don't like any of these guys. I don't think they're good. They're awful to me. Look, okay, I just don't. Gen 1 had. I know it was like literally just. It was a newer game at that point in time, and so they were just kind of doing whichever things that they thought would be interesting. It's like just this thing, but slightly bigger, and maybe a different color. But I don't know. I don't like him as much. I do, but I did like the Alolan ones purely because of the fact that they have the the lore. I like me some lore, okay? That's why ghost types end up being my favorite types half the time. Because they, like, genuinely have interesting stuff going on. This other guy's silly. I think he's, like, middle, though. This one's funny just because of, like, the whole Onyx thing with it. Yippee! Speaking of, ghost types! Silly guys! I do really like Gengar's design. I think he's very cool. There is a reason that he has shown up in a lot of content and why he gets put everywhere a lot. And also, he's Sans Undertale. You can't tell me that he's not. He's just Sans Undertale. That makes this guy really cool too. I like the red design. I like the fact that he pokes through the ground a bit, like he's floating through it. I'm not a fan of the giant ass mouth. And that guy makes me uncomfortable. Just a bit. You know? Onyx is okay. Drowsy and Hypno have really cool, like with the tapir and the fact that it's like the Dream Eaters. Those are cool. I like those guys. Krabby is just a crab. He's mid. Yeah. I don't know. The big crab though. Big crab can go and be. He's interesting. I like the big claw. I'm also a Claw Machine fan, so yeah, it works out. Let's see. You got. I don't mind Voltorb and stuff. These Voltorb, Electrode, these guys are fine. The Hisuian ones are silly, and I do like the fact that they are wooden ball with like the seed pods in them. It's cute. I like the concept a little bit more than the originals, honestly, but not enough to like switch them to being higher. Eggs is silly. Eggs is eggs, and eggs is silly. Executor, I like to say too much in the voice to not put these guys at least at B, because they're just so silly, and they've got the goofiest little face. I love myself some lore. It's the game theory in me, you know. Everyone after MatPat left, MatPat proceeded to fade into the dust, and then everyone else inhaled it if they were close by to the channel. Okay, that's just what it is. Cubone actually is precious and baby, and I love him. I love his little lore. I really do like Marowak, not just as much, but I love the Alolan one. The fire for it is epic. I like the teal. The teal is awesome. Cubone's baby. I don't like the Hitmons very much, I'm gonna say. 'Cause they're just awkward to me. I like the fact that they're named. Actually, no, I'll put them in C. I like the fact that they're named after real people a little bit. They're just cool. Let's see. I don't like this guy. You will find that I don't like the licky guys. I don't know. It's like Girahim all over again. Playing Skyward Sword and having that guy just like flick his tongue at me, it was like, ugh. I don't like it. Coughing's silly. Wheezing is silly. I hate British people. No. No. I don't like this guy, but he is okay. don't know. He's got silly hats. I like the fact that it's too like industrial revolution like tower. What the fuck? What are they called? Chimneys. They're chimneys, and it's specifically for releasing clear air, which is cool. I like that. I like my silly little Pokedex entries. Do not put the shy guy licking. Disgusting. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's just. I don't know. He's not my guy. Uh, he's silly. I like his lore for like specifically the actual Pokemon itself, Pokemon Company itself. Uh, and that's why he's got all the statues and stuff because he was one of the first. Like, there's so many statues of that guy, cause he's everywhere. I don't like him. I don't like the licky guys. That's like the same reason I don't like the Gengar one. He's going in off. No. No. I'm fine with egg time. Egg time is silly. Tangle is cute, but like I don't feel super strongly about him. I really do like Kangaskhan. That was the one with the baby out. Hold on. I like the one with the baby still in a little bit more. But I do think that both like the mega for that is very very good, and I think it's silly. And it's better than it being like an actual evolution to me. Cuz if that was just the evolution, I think I would like it way less. Of just the baby is just bigger. But I like kangaroos. Horsey is pretty good design wise. I think it's simple but it's effective. Kingdra is also very good. I think it's actually just B though. Um, Goldeen has a silly voice, and I think that's the thing that it most has going for it. Is the Goldeen. I'll just put it in here, like in the middle of C-ish, because it's not like horrible. I do really like the like patterns and stuff on Seeking. It's just very good. I like the silly little dots. I think they're a nice touch. But I also just like koi fish, usually. Star You, Star Me are pretty good. Methinks. Awful. Everything with this guy is awful. Put him away. He's a gross, gross man. Mr. Mime is not allowed near schools. I don't think. He's not allowed near schools, and he's not allowed near me. He makes me uncomfortable. He's on a watch list. I do like this guy. Scyther is silly. Scizor, whenever we get to him, I also like. I think he's silly. Let's see. Mr. Mime does like MILFs. It is awful, awful news that he's just like me for real. No. I don't really like Ash's mom in particular, though. Jinx, I'm gonna put in like C. And I don't feel super strongly about Jinx that much. I know the lore and stuff with just like the having to change the color because of one getting like an actual color thing for the games, but Jinx is like, I don't know. It's just She doesn't particularly bother me, but I know why she would bother other people, and that's okay. I just feel kind of neutral about her. I like the Buzz, I believe, is pretty good. I like his patterns. I like his tail. He's cool. He's got some funky design. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Jinx. I think Jinx deserves a little better. But I think they're gonna touch her with a 10-foot pole. After the whole fiasco, you know. I mean, they haven't even really touched Porygon in a while. True. Magmar has a silly butt head, and I think that's funny. He's allowed up here for his. He also like, I don't know why, but like the way that his feet and like neck are like segmented the way they are with like the black bands, it makes him seem a little bit like he's like trying to be like Bowser a little bit. I don't know why. That's like how my brain says it, but like he's just silly. Yeah, Porygon they just can't put on screen on the anime especially anymore. After that specific thing. I don't mind him. This guy's okay. The Mega's a bit better to me though. The Megas for the bugs look cool, I think. Tauros is, I like the 3 tails on him, but other than that, he's kind of just a bull for me. Same with these guys. I thought they were trying to do interesting stuff with them, but it's just not something that I care that much about. They're not guys that I use. I know that they're like pretty good, competitive. Magikarp is silly, and I love him. He actually can go in A tier. I think he's a goofy, silly design. He works for what he was doing, and Gyarados is an awesome evolution. So yeah, they both go in A. I know, but they can't just remove the mascot entirely, can they? Awful. That's why Pikachu himself is awful. Mudkip is coming. I'm still not fully through with Gen 1 yet. We're working on it. This guy's okay. I don't like the Gyarados Mega that much. I like the sail, like the fin sail, but it's just a funky. I really like Lapras. Lapras is awesome. Lapras has just like a really good design. I like the lore. I like water types a lot. You'll find. Water types are really good. The Mega actually, or like the Gigantamax, I do actually like because of like the musical surrounding of it. It's interesting. Ditto is silly and good, and I think he's very, very good. He deserves a lot of good things in the world. I like his lore. I think he's just goofy. And I like the specific one in the anime that made it to where every Ditto merchandise has the silly face. Because people love it so much. It just makes him goofy. Eevee has to go at the top. Because Eevee is just a peak design. I like the fact that it's like it's supposed to be nondescript mammal that you find in the forest. That makes me happy. Let's see. Gigantamax Eevee is just big floof. I dare say I like it even more than regular Eevee. Sadly, my poor baby Vaporeon has horrible troubled past due to copy pasta, but you can't make me not like Vaporeon, okay? People are still allowed to like Typhlosion after the newest leaks. I'm allowed to still like Vaporeon. Jolteon actually is pretty good. It still follows the, like, I like the design aspect. I think Flareon is honestly the weakest of the EVs, or like the original evolutions. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with Flareon, but it's still a pretty good design. Like that, it right, especially when it's like, if I remember correctly, if it's shiny, uh, it just doesn't look that different from Eevee. Yeah, exactly. Vaporeon is innocent, and so is Porygon. Porygon's a good boy, and he deserves the world. Uh, Porygon is innocent. I love the silly. Let's see. Low guy. Low guy energy. Low guy stays. He's silly, and I like him. His evolution, on the other hand, I don't really like that much, so he's going down here. uh, Again, little baby. Little baby is S tier. I actually really do like horseshoe crabs, like in real life. They're just so cute and silly. I just realized we don't have a cardinal Pokemon, do we? Why is there not cardinals? Like, we have so many Pokemon. Why has there not been a cardinal one yet? That's weird. Anyways, this guy, he's silly. I like I don't know, I like him a lot. He's got his silly little scythe hands. I like fossil Pokemon in general. They're all pretty good. They've got some good designs. They've got. Oh, if they eventually make a cardinal Pokemon, absolutely. But if they mess up the remake of Black and White, I will stop playing Pokemon entirely. Uh, there will be no more Pokemon in my house until they formally apologize, and or I end up going all the way to Japan and picking up the entire Pokemon headquarters and yeeting it if they mess up my beloved game. I don't know. I feel very strongly about I love Aerodactyl, actually. Aerodactyl is very silly. I like me some dragons. I like that he's a little wyvern. He's got so much good. I don't like this guy though. I don't like the Mega. The Mega just kind of puts rocks on him and calls it a day, and it gives him like a Jafar looking beard. I don't like it. Snorlax has always been pretty good. I think he's very silly. I like that his design, or at least the joke is that his design is one of the people that was one of the game devs. I think that's silly. And it's funny because he actually does look like that. This one I don't like as much as regular Snorlax, but I do appreciate like the fact that it's just he's asleep for so long that stuff is growing on him. Let's see. Articuno, actually all of the birds are pretty good. Like they've got the original birds have pretty good designs. I like them a lot. These guys also, like specifically for Moltres and Zapdos, are really, really good. But I'm not as big of a fan of the Articuno one. Especially since it was being such a pain to catch when I was playing the games. They just made me mad. Dratini is little guy. So little guys go up here. They're peak always. Or almost always. I actually just really like this whole line. Dragonite was one of the only Pokemon that I ever had a keychain for. That I gotten from Burger King, I think. Or like there was a yard sale or whatever that had it from Burger King. Or like farmer's market, something. But the keychain part fit perfectly on, like around my Dragonite's like shoulder. Yes, Transfem Charizard. Hi, Lily. my goodness. But yeah, so like because of the fact that it fit perfectly over the top of my Dragonite's like arm, I was like, oh, he's a little mail carrier. He's a little delivery guy. Uh, when I was messing with the little Dragonite, and so like it was just so silly. And it was funny because I hadn't watched that far in the anime yet, so I didn't know that there was actually a Dragonite that was a delivery guy. So I was just like, I guess I predicted it. I don't know. Not necessarily because I think the anime did come out like forever before I was existent. uh, the same reason that I used to think that uh, the Pokemon Eevee was named after me. Mewtwo is pretty peak. I think he's got a good, solid design. I like his backstory a lot. He's cool. I like his powers. I like how he can just yap at Mew and then hear like this smallest little cat noise and go, yes. And then he like monologues again. He's so silly. I don't like this guy. I think he's bad. I do like this one a lot more though. Like the more alien look makes me happy. Especially with the psychic powers. But I don't like the fighting, the more fighting Mewtwo. He doesn't look as good to me. Mew. Mew has little guy energy and is one of the first Pokemon lore wise. And I don't know. I just think he's very silly, and I love the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. So of course Mew is going up at the top. That's my little guy. Let's see. We're on to the bean. I feel like I have to put this one a little bit higher because of my mom in particular really liking like Chikorita and stuff. But I don't think that it's the best one. Bayleaf is a little bit better than regular Chikorita. Bayleaf? I think it's the name. I do like Magearna though. I think that's the name. My brain's not working. It's okay. Cyndaquil. Peak little guy. He's so cute. And I like his little fire back. Quilava, again, I'm not as big of a fan of like middle stages generally. He's cute. Typhlosion's pretty good. Albeit leaks be damned, really. Mew is hype. Mew is silly and goofy. Let's see. I do really like this Typhlosion design though. I like the purple fire. I think he's cool. He also just looks like he's like really laid back and or high. So I think that works for him. That works in his favor in my brain. My weird little brain. Little bitey boy. Peak. I don't like this one. Mid stage, but it's especially bad. Feraligator's a little bit better, but like I'm still not the biggest fan. I do like that his name exceeded the amount of characters that they were able to use, so he had to have his name shortened with less vowels, technically. But it works. It's silly. Furret goes very top. We love Furret. They can walk. I can walk. Sentret's cute too. I'll put that in B. Furret deserves to have the world. I like Hoot Hoot actually. Hoot Hoot has a very good design. I like the silly little feats. I like the little hidden feature, especially with the anime, of the fact that Hoot Hoot actually does have 2 feet. It's just one is frequently just in the fluff in the body, which I think is silly. Noctowl is pretty cool too. I don't know if he doesn't really give as much of the time motif that Hoot Hoot gives though. So I don't know. He also kind of gives me Kipora Gabora vibes, which I don't necessarily appreciate. But that's just because I've gotten stuck This is all personal bias things at this point for like specific ones, and just me being either uncomfortable or like not liking a Pokemon because of something that happened. Like this guy's silly and cute. I'm not as big of a fan of the evolution though, so I think I'm gonna put that guy there. Spinarak, little guy, but not as little guy as some other guys. To me, I think it's Ariados is this guy's name. There's so many Pokemon, and I know so many names. There's too many names to have all of them memorized. All right, I have to memorize all the fucking what are they called? The Five Nights at Freddy's characters too. I like the fact that this guy evolves specifically by friendship, but the person who has him absolutely hates everyone. Yippee! Um, this guy's cute, but like I'm not like the biggest fan of him. I do like the evolution a bit more though, cause he's got like the silly energy. I do like lanternfish in general. I like, or not lanternfish, but the anglerfish. Lanternfish are two different things. Uh, Pichu, I like a little bit more than Pikachu. Um, but not. I don't like it strongly, but enough to where it's like mid for me. I don't. I don't like this one. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have the ears like at all. I feel like they could have done like at least a little bit of ears and made it actually work a little bit for Jigglypuff a bit more. It's also the eye color's wrong. It's like, I don't know. I don't like him. I do like Cleffa though. Cleffa's really cute. Cleffa deserves up here. It's just because that one actually works properly with the design itself, because it's like the oversized ears with the little floofs and the tail carrying over, the hair carrying over, and the little plushies. All of it carries over properly. Togepi, peak. Togepi has always been peak. I love the silly little noise. I love that it's in the anime for a while. I love the fact that it's just so cute and silly. Togepi deserves the world. I'm not as big of a fan of the Evo. It's cute, but it's just not quite my thing. I like the fact that it's got the silly little wings though, and that it keeps the egg pattern. Yes. It's the fact that it's like the rolled R or whatever. Not really R, but like with like the P. Togepi! Like that. Natsu's cute. He's silly. I like him. But he's not like super crazy. Same with this guy, honestly. Zatu. Mareep though. Mareep goes up here. Honestly, I like the entire line. I think they're very good. I like that it becomes a shape sheep. I like that the colors do change, which kind of bothers me a little bit when it specifically becomes pink, but I know that there's like a reasoning for it. I like that it's just got like everything about it specifically does evolve with the Pokemon, which I appreciate. I'm not as big of let's give it a flowing mane, but I will put it here. I also don't like the fact that it's got like the. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna put this in B. He's just, I don't like him as much. I'd like it more if it like somehow kept the tail a little bit more how it was. This one's very cute. I like this one a lot. I like the little hula skirt and the flowers. It's cute. Little baby. Little baby can go in B before this one actually. Um I like the fact that this one updates the or like has like the same vibes, but then just like elongates the ears a bit, and then has the bubble pattern. It's just cute, and it's a good evolution at that. Sudowoodo is silly goofy, um, and I think he's fun. I like the fact that he's a rock type. He's a goober. He's got that goober energy. I'm not the biggest fan of. I forget this guy's name. What is his name? Oh my god. Why am I blanking? What is his name? Ah. I don't know. We're moving on. I can't remember it right now. I think it's like. Isn't that just Polytoad? I don't remember. I don't know. He's just like such a different departure from the others. If they at least kept like the similar colors, then maybe. I get that they were trying to go for like how actual frogs change color, but even then, like frogs are technically more of like a gray, like the tadpoles are more of like a gray green rather than a full on blue when they're. So I don't know. We have to put Babu a bit higher. I'm gonna call him Babu because I am a big fan of Alpharad. And I think this one in particular is very good. I think they're just silly and they're cute and I like their little floaties. Apom's pretty good. Apom's good. Sunkern I'm like kinda about. Sunflora I don't really like as much either, but it's like okay. Whooper immediately to the top. Go be free, my boy. Yama actually can go in B, I think. I like both Whoopers. Both Whoopers are good. That's Quagsire. I like that guy. He's silly. I like his little face. He's got like the cutest little expression. I like my silly little axolotls. I like Umbreon. Umbreon is really good. Espeon I don't like quite as much, but I still do like. Like I like Espeon's like face fluffs. It does work a little bit better. I don't know. I think they kind of work together like pretty good. So it's kind of harder to separate them, even though I do like both a lot. The one thing with Umbreon, I know it like I don't think it would work with the design in particular, but I feel like they should have had at least had a little bit of like fluff or something for the neck, because like most Eevees have something going on around their neck. Like that's the whole thing. Eevee, Jolteon, Flareon, I think even Leafeon kind of has a little bit. Glaceon I don't think does, but it's like most of them have something around their neck. Little guy. We got little guy energy. I like Murkrow. He's just silly. This guy says something about not having pants. I find that funny. He's allowed to be up here. I don't like this one. That one's kind of eh. I like this design. I drew it like I think more than once at this point because I thought it was just a good design. I like the floofs. I like the flowy. I like the necklace. Unknown is very fun. It's very frustrating to know the entire language, but it would have been funny if they put like the whole alphabet in here. Wobbuffet, absolutely. No, Alpha Wobbuffet has to go at the top. Wobbuffet is very silly. I like his gimmick. I like his just part of the anime. He's got good vibes and he knows it. Giraffe Rig goes up here like heavily cuz I love this silly little guy. He's just got such a good design. I like the asymmetricalness. I like the colors. I like the fact that it's got the part where it becomes like the negative space. It's just a good one. And I'm glad that Giraffe got shown love finally with an evolution that does work. I don't like the pinecone. I don't like him. And I don't like this guy. This guy always gives me the vibes of, I don't know, he looks like he's a really bad like biscuit and like some undercooked chicken. That's what he gives me the vibes of. I don't know why, but he is just an undercooked chicken biscuit to me. Dunsparce, very good boy. I like him a lot. I like his stupid little wings. I like the fact that he has a redundant uh, evolution now. I think he's silly. And I hope to get a shiny one at some point. Because he's goofy. This guy's silly. I like him a lot. He can go up here. Steelix, I'm kind of like, eh. And I don't really like the Mega. Megas are like very hit or miss on whether or not they work. I do like Snubble. Snubble's very silly. Snubble can go up here. Granbull can also go up here. They're just, I like the Bulldogs. They're cute. Quillfish is silly. Quillfish can go in B. This one I don't have as like very strong feelings for. I think I like his evolution though, if I remember correctly. Yippee! Cesar! Ugh, my audio. Why does my audio keep doing that? It's like, wait, these guys together look so silly. Look, they're doing a little pose together. Can I zoom in on them actually? Hold on. Zoom. Do you see them? They're posing together. They're posing together. They're like little Power Rangers. Alright, back to what I was actually doing though. I don't know. I like this guy's okay. He's got the he's got the baby claw hands. He actually has to go up here. Cause this would be what Pokemon I think Circus Baby would be, just for the hands. Like as of like the Scrap Baby in particular. Shuckle is a cutie pie and a precious baby and deserves the world. I like Shuckle. Heracross is actually pretty darn good. I like the big beetle. I don't really care as much for the Mega. Again, Megas are just not good. I like Sneasel. Sneasel has always been like a big favorite for me. Cause first off, he's in the Lucario and Mystery Mew movie. So that already made him like higher on my list. But it's just like, I like the asymmetrical little ear tuft. I think it's cute and silly. I actually do like the Hisuian one. It's cute and silly. I just think he's neat. I like the color palette especially. I think that's what makes it for me. And let's see. Little teddy bear baby. Freddy Fazbear. Bigger Freddy Fazbear can also go up there. I like the fact that they actually do have where the design properly, like, just gets bigger, but in a way that works. Oh, the stream froze. Try reloading a little bit. If someone can just tell Magma to like reload it or something, just in case they can't see. This guy's funny. This guy's funny meme. He's allowed up here in this. His design's also not bad at all. I like the bubbling lava design. He's funny. I do like my cargo actually a bit more than the silly. Oh, I totally forgot the name of, guys. What's the name? No. Here, let me actually type it. No, not my cargo. The younger one. The smaller one. Hold on, I'm typing to make sure that. There we go. Okay. Sweatum's cute and silly. I don't like this design quite as much. I do like the final Evo a bit more. Cursula and Corsula are both very good. I do really like Cursula. Cursula is just, I like ghost types a lot. I like their lore. I like the fact that the Galarian Cursula, English not working, Corsula is just dead coral and bleached coral from coral reefs. That's just the coolest thing. It's just so silly. Remoraide's cute and silly. But I don't think I like him that much. Octillery I like a little bit more. I don't know how it specifically evolves to be that, but you know. Delibird, he's okay. I like him. I like him a lot. He's pretty silly. We gotta put the Manty. S tier baby. Precious child. Skarmory! Skarmory's cool. Oh, it was a cut evolution, that's why? Skarmory's cool. I think they should have had the evolution still in there, because it would have made more sense, but you know. Who am I to judge? Oh, big God. Okay. We continue. I like the little guys. These guys actually, I love how Houndoom, Houndour are both very good. But I also I think I just like the edgy dogs. I think they're fun. The mega for this guy is epic. I think it's so good. I like the fact that it's like just the skull on its chest grows bigger. And it has like the more pointed horns and the forked tail. It's cool. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this guy. I think I'm gonna put him in D actually. I might be putting more Pokemon in D actually in a little bit, but we're good. Phanpy's cute. This guy's cute and silly. Donphan's not bad, but I don't like him as much. I don't really care for this guy. I used to have a lot of issues with Stantler. I don't know why. I just didn't like him. But he's kind of grown on me a little bit, especially when Legends Arceus came out. I like Weirdeer a lot. Smeargle is a little painter guy, and I love him for that. He's just good. He's silly. I like him. Once again, I don't really like these guys that much. Where'd I put the others? Yeah, there we go. I'm not the biggest fan of them. Actually, I'll put him next to his buddies. Actually, that's Dr. Bustdown. Dr. Bustdown actually can go over here. I like the fact that he's on it. I like that it's spinning like a top. It's fun. Smoochum, I don't really like that much. I don't like the design. It simultaneously works as a Jinx Prevo and doesn't for me. I don't know why. Elekid's cute, but I don't feel strongly about it. Magby, on the other hand, actually, I do like a lot. He's silly. He works enough. He looks cute. Miltank, I've heard horror stories of for like people's runs, but I do like the design itself. It's just cute. It's a good way to put a cow into Pokemon. Bigger egg time is not my thing personally, but I know people do like that guy. We got the dogs slash cats, big dogs, cats, whatever they're called in this iteration. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to technically be cats, cause it's like a cheetah, a leopard, and a lion. Those make the most sense, or like a saber-toothed cat for the one. I do think that they're really good. They've got some pretty good designs. I think the weakest of them is probably Entei. I love Suicune though. Suicune's pretty good. I like the ribbons. I like the head markings. I like the pattern. I like the flowy mane on that one. I don't feel very strongly about these guys, but their evolution is pretty good. Godzilla is precious. I think kaijus are cool in general, except for this mega. Fuck this guy. He just doesn't look good to me. I mean, I think the chest is interesting actually, so let me put him in D. I like that it's got like bringing back a little bit more of the, what's it called? Where did I put him? Where it's bringing back the red from the Larvitar. So that makes it pretty cool for that, just in particular. Let's see. We got Lugia. Lugia's pretty darn good. I like Lugia a lot. Ho-Oh I think is also pretty solid. I wish there was a little bit more color to the Rainbow Bird, but I know that they probably couldn't do that at that point in time, or at least not as well, you know. Let's see. It'd also make the design look a bit more cluttered, but I wish there was like a way to do it, you know. Celebi's pretty good. I like the little space onion. He's silly. Time travel onion. Trico. Trico is pretty good. Actually, I think Trico will be down here. I like my silly little reptiles. I think actually the strongest somehow is Grovyle. Sceptile's not quite as good to me, but I still like him. He's just a guy. Though the Christmas tree tail makes it for me. He's just silly. I like the spike tail. He's goofy. That's the one way that I like the megas. I think is when they're very spiky. So far, any of the megas that I have up a top tier have been spiky. Torchic, very, very good. I like Torchic. He's silly. Um, he's got a goofy little face. I don't like Comba skin. He's very Venus, and no. Kobuskin is just not very good. Blaziken though is pretty good, pretty solid. I think he's got some good kicks. I think he can kick your butt, and it looks like he can kick your butt. He looks fast. He looks aggressive. That's awesome. I don't like this guy though. I have a problem with megas, I think. With a lot of them. Like, I don't mind. Oh, here's Mudkip. Mudkip's finally here, guys. Mudkip is S tier. He's a cute little axolotl guy. He's precious. He's got a good color palette. He's very silly. I'm not a fan of the rest of the line. The rest of the line is not for me. You could just he could have just he could have just not evolved and been a single stage and not a starter, and I would have been like, yeah, I like this guy. I don't really care for. I know, like, they end up being pretty good in the actual game, like in the region that they're in, but I don't know. I don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him, but I just don't. I couldn't tell you. Poochyena is cute and precious, a little dog, and will bite you. Mightyena actually, I don't like Mightyena as much. Mightyena's still good design, but I don't like it as much. Actually, looking at it more, it kind of, I don't know. I wish they had the face patterns a little bit better. To where it like, you can have it to where it extends, but just put the face pattern back. Because otherwise it's just he lost the face pattern and it went down his back, and I don't know if I like that. Zigzagoon. Both variations of Zigzagoon are good little boys. They're precious, and I like when he decides that he's becoming goth and punk. He's silly. I don't like regular Linoon that much, but I do like the punk one. Wurmple's kind of okay. These guys are okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this line in general. I like the concept for the cocoons, and like the fact that it changes based off of what time of day, which is really good. Lotad is silly goofy. I like Lotad. I'm not as big of a fan of that guy, but I do like him. Oh, sorry, is it Lombre and then Ludicolo? I think. Whichever way it is. I like the silly little guy just being happy. I think this guy's awful, personally. I like his evolution a little bit more, but like not by much. And C-Dot is also kind of mid. But I just Nuzleaf isn't good. It's another example of just like the kind of gross shaped for me, but it's just I don't like him to begin with. He just looks too human. The birds are pretty good. I think they generally do good with the birds. This one especially I do like a bit more. Wingle! Wingle's goes up here. Wingle is cute and precious. I'm not the biggest fan of Pelipper. I do like Ralts though. Ralts is pretty good. You can tell that I don't like putting Pokemon in like D or F that much. Kirlia's pretty good. Do I like it? I do like it a little bit more than Ralts. Not by much, but Gardevoir is very good as well. The Mega is kind of in the B range for me, though. Like, it's good, but it's not. It doesn't beat the original. This guy goes, ah. He's silly, and I like him. He's just got a goofy little face. And he yells, ah. His evolution's not bad, but I don't have any thoughts about it that much. Shumis is silly, so I'm gonna put him, I think, in P. But I really like Breloom. Breloom is one of my favorites. He's just, I like my silly little dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are very cute to me. But I used to be like a major dinosaur person. These guys are okay. Especially these ones. I don't really like this guy though. He kinda gives too much of human vibes to me. Again. He also just, I get like his gimmick. It makes sense. But I just don't like him personally. Silly. He's kind of silly and cute. I also don't feel that strongly about this evolution, but Shedinja. Shedinja's pretty good, actually. Shedinja is allowed to be up here. Because Shedinja, I like his gimmick. I like that he's the husk of the, like, the exoskeleton. That's interesting, and I like how that evolution works. Whismer's cute and silly, so I think he can go safely in B. I like the boom boxes specifically because of both of these guys are very fun when it came to the Detective Pikachu movie. They like just how loud they were, the fact that they were the soundtrack for that part was interesting. I think that they should use that more as a concept. I like sound-based Pokemon. Those ones are cool. I don't mind this guy, but I don't really like Hariyama that much. He's icky. Little baby who's sad, and he bounce on He-Tail. Cutie pie. Darling child. Nosepass is funny. He's allowed in B. I'm trying to go so fast. Skitty. Skitty goes up here. I drew Skitty like so many times. Because I just love the design. Delcatty's not bad either. I don't like it as much though. I think Skitty is perfect the way that she is. Very silly. I love the silly little gamer. He's just goober. He's a little gremlin. I think him with his little gem is even funnier. He's allowed to be obsessed with his little gems. Mawile, I love Mawile. I love the fact that it's technically like a yokai, not really yokai, but like Japanese mythology situation with like the woman with the hair or like the mouth behind her head. It's cool. I like the fact that in the art generally they show the mouth. I like it. And the bigger mouth is awesome. Beak chompers. I like chompers, I don't like tongue. You know? They aren't sticking out their tongue, they're fine. This guy's silly and cute, and I like him. He's allowed. I don't have very many strong feelings about him. I like Aggron though. That guy's pretty good. Ugh. Why do Megas have to be so bad half the time? I swear. This guy's kind of eh. I don't like this guy that much, and I certainly do not like his mega. Why do they do this? I kind of like this guy. I don't remember why, but I just like these guys. They're silly. Plusle. I like Plusle a lot. It's one of the only Pikachu clones that I actually do like. I like both of these guys together at that. Like, they're very good. These guys are okay. But I'm not the biggest fan of them. I wish they made it to where their art was, like, actually together more. You know, where they were, like, in a similar pose. That's okay. That's not necessary, but I think it would just work better. This one's kind of iffy. It's cute, but it's not, like, something that I feel strongly about. Another silly meme one. Same with this guy. They're just silly. I like the fact that they're like digestive. They're silly and goober energy. Carvana. I think he's pretty good. I like his design. He's cool. I like his teeths. I don't think that he should be the evolution with Sharpedo, but I do like Sharpedo. I hate this mega. It's awful. Why does he look like that? Who decided that that was what he should look like? Whammer! He's silly. He gives silly energy, and I do like Wailord as well. Moomel is really cute to me. He's just perfect little child. And I do like Camerupt also. I wish they had like more of a color similarity. Just a little bit. But it's okay. They're allowed. Once again, I don't like megas usually. But they have so many options for like good ones, and they just didn't do it most of the time. Torkoal actually is pretty good. He's cool. Spoink, I thought he was really cute and silly, and I think he is a silly goober who deserves the world. What? That is the cut third stage image. Oh! Gotcha. Interesting. I don't know. I like Sharpedo. He's interesting enough. Where did I put him? There he is. Yeah. I don't know. I think yeah, there should have been a third stage, or not third stage, but like something from the middle between, I think, to help merge it from not piranha plant, but a piranha to the shark. You know? I don't know. This guy's silly. I think he's got a silly little pose. He doesn't look like how he's supposed to me, technically, because he's supposed to be, like, angry. But, you know, he gives, Tibbles vibes from the Owl House. You know? He's got the same, like, energy as Tibbles to me. At least in that pose in particular. Spinda, I think, is very silly. I like Spinda. I like the fact that I have all the different, like... Yeah. Carvanha should have been just a single stage. My goodness. they either needed to keep it a single stage or they needed to put a middle ground, because there are animals that would work, I'm fairly certain. Like, because I know Pokemon is capable of doing their research on things. They have multiple times, especially for things like the newer regions now. But, like, even back then, they were still doing a little bit of research on, like, animals and stuff for which regions and, like, what would work the best. I think they could. They could do it. Hell, if they wanted to just do something now where it's like a conversion or something, you know, they could. Or like a similar line that has like just a middle form, like convergent or divergent. Both would work. Trapinch, he's a silly little guy and I like him. He's such a goober. Actually, I think he does go up here. Trapinch, I think he's a goober. I like that he's just mostly chompers. I like the little bitey guys. They're goofy. Vibrava. I don't feel very strongly about him, but I do absolutely adore Flygon. Flygon has always been like a major favorite for me. I don't know what about him. I think it's just the fact that he's a little bug dragon. Bug ground dragon, whatever typing he is. He's just very cute. Soda! Cacnea can go up here purely because of Lucario and the Mystery Mew. I have a major bias towards any Pokemon that is found in that movie because it's just so silly. Cacturn, I love the concept art for that came out with the leaks. So, while this Pokemon literally would have been like in the C tier, the fact of the leaked art gave like such a horrifying concept is awesome to me. I like when they do that. Swablu is very good. I think Swablu is very silly. I do really like Altaria also. I think this whole, honestly, even the Mega is good for these. This is allowed. Those are allowed to be, because they're pretty peak. I like them a lot. I think that they work as a line very well. The clouds grow properly, like the necking elongates when the bird gets bigger, because that's generally how birds are. The fact that the like feather fluffs get longer and more flowy is very nice. I like that it becomes just a bigger cloud with more of like a silver lining thing to it. It's just nice. It's good. I do actually, I don't know why I like Zangoose and Sir Viper, but I just do. I know why I like the snakes is because I'm a big fan of reptiles in general, but like I like the dynamic of Zangoose, even if I didn't know about it until later on. Let's see. I don't really care as much for Lunatone and my brain's not working on the name. Solrock, there it is. They're okay. It'd be kind of interesting if they had like a where they were like the big forms of specific things. Yeah, just like snakes? No way. Yeah, no. Who would have thunk? About Barboach, I really do like Wishcash though. He's silly. He's got a goofy face. I liked drawing him. Why does he have the funky little marking on his forehead of just a W? I don't know. But I find him silly. Corfish was in the movie. So he and his evolution go up there. Latmom, Lucario the Mystery Mew, my beloved. Baltoy's kind of silly. I don't like him that much though. Claydol though, I do like a bit more, so I think he can go up here. I like him because of like the inspiration for his design, especially. Here comes my fossils. I like the fossils a lot. These guys are very fun. Cradily. I'm an Anomalocaris. I do my best. He's so cute. I know he's not technically quite an Anomalocaris, but he's just very good. I don't like his evolution as much though. I just think he's perfect the way he is, and then they evolved him, and I went, oh no. I think Feebas actually is pretty peak, especially when it turns into Milotic, because I just like that concept for like the evolution. It's very good. I think it's very nice where it's specifically like you have like the scale or whatever, and you have, if I remember correctly, you have to have friendship. So like the only way that this Pokemon will evolve is by loving it, you know? I am, okay? I just really like my silly little lore. I like my lore. I like when they have like good uh concepts for like the gimmicks and stuff that like fit into the lore for the Pokemon. It's really good. I like when they're sillies. I do not like cast form in any of the forms. I get that they're the weather based Pokemon because they were introducing like weather things, but I just don't like them. Cast form just isn't good. And to no one's surprise, Kecleon is gonna be at the very least up here. I think he'll actually go up here because I do like Kecleon. Can you tell that I like reptiles? Chameleons are really cool though, and I like his design a lot. He's just silly. I don't know why specifically I like Shuppet in particular, but I do think that it's a very good design, and I love Banette. The Mega's even good. Like, genuinely. Yeah. But I think it's partially the lore for Banette and Shuppet is why I like them. But it's also just, I like ghosts a lot. They're very interesting to me. They're generally just more likely to be cooler. Duskull is a cutie pie. I'm not as big of a fan of Dusclops though. I'm like, there's so many Mons left. Oh, actually, there's not that many. Okay, bet we can do this. We can do this within the next hour, I think. Tropius, pretty good. I think he's B. Chimecho. I don't feel very strongly about him. He's very cute though. I do really like Absol. I like Absol's lore. I think Absol and the Mega for Absol can go up here. I think they're very interesting. I like the design. I like the fluffs on the legs. Like the feathering for the paws is very good. I like the fact that it gets the wings because it's more like an angel of like an omen. It just gives those vibes. Why not is very cute and silly. Where is Wobbuffet? Where did I put Wobbuffet? Wobbuffet's up here. Why not? He's very cute. He's very silly. This guy shivers, and that makes me happy, so he goes up here. I'm actually not the biggest fan of either of these guys. I actually hate the Mega. I don't know. He's got a bigger, flat mouth. He's kind of bad. Yeah. Spheal. Spheal is peak. Spheal is actually no. Spheal can go like all the way up here actually because Spheal is peak. He's just so silly. It's like one of the few times where it's like, yes, this is just an animal, but he's also a ball, and I could throw him, and he'd be like, wee. I don't really care for his evolution. Actually, I like this one a little bit, but I don't like the final, like, very much at all, if any. Um, this one's fine. I don't like either of these guys that much. I especially don't like the seashells on this random eel. I don't know. I like barely know these ones to begin with, but I just don't like them that much. Coelacanth, I love. It's pretty darn good. Love Disc is pretty cute. Love Disc was actually my first shiny ever. So, I just because of the fact that was my first ever shiny, that one is very near and dear to my heart. Which is funny because it's heart shaped. Love Disc is very silly. I'm not the biggest fan of Big on Shelgon. But I do like Salamence. Why the heck is the Mega? Okay, sure. Salamence is pretty good. I like actually the way that the wings are shaped on this. I like that they just elongated basically, like the crescent moon shape almost. It's interesting and I like it. I'm not the biggest fan of any of these. Actually, no, I like this guy. This guy, and I only like because of like a specific animation. And this one I'm kind of mid on. I don't like the youngest one, or like the first stage. Second stage is pretty good, and it's in an animation that I find silly. And then Metagross is, and I don't like Megas. Megas are bad. Most Megas are like horrible, and I don't like them. Case in point, there's the Latios Megas, and I don't like those, especially since you cannot tell them apart. We gotta put the Reggies up in A, I think, because they are really good for what they're for, lore-wise. They're also in Lucario and the Mystery Mew. Out of all of them, Regice is the best one. Regice is the best one, and then followed by Regirock, because Regirock is the one that does the They're just silly. I do like the regular Lattes. Lattes are very good. I think they do have a really good design. Like both of the actual regular ones do. I think they work very well as a pair, but they could also work very good separate if they weren't like put together. So they work very well. I don't like the Megas. These don't look good, and you can't tell them apart, so you wouldn't know. Kyogre's pretty good. I think I'm gonna be in B though. These are kind of eh. At the very least, I like Kyogre's colors in the like, not really Mega. Is it Mega? Whatever it's called. Groudon's also pretty good. I do like Rayquaza. I actually like Rayquaza a little bit more, methinks. He's just got a. I like his Quetzalcoatl style design. I think that is what he was based off of a little bit. This Mega actually is pretty cool, but just not as cool to me as the original design itself. No, please no more Megas. Oh wait, they're gonna give more Megas, aren't they? Because they're doing the Legend ZA. We're gonna get more Megas, aren't we? Oh no. They better get Flygon a Mega and have it actually look good, because if they don't, I'm gonna scream. I want Flygon, I want Goodra. Jirachi actually is a pretty good design, I think. I like the fact that it's little wishes. I like that it's like a shooting star, like a comet. It's really cute. Deoxys actually, especially in this specific form, is pretty good. I like that one. The rest of these guys, I don't like their designs as much. For Deoxys, I get what their like their gimmick is, but I don't know. I don't like them as much. Yeah, we're gonna get more megas, and I'm gonna be annoyed with it a little bit, but at least they're taking their time, hopefully, on making a remake for Black and White, because if they get it wrong, there will be rioting, and it will be me rioting. Turtwig's really, really cute, and I like him. I'm not the biggest fan of the mid-evo. Once again, it doesn't look very good, but the final stage actually is really good. Put him up here. Because he's just silly. I like him. I wasn't the biggest fan of the monkeys for this for a while. But then with the fact that I found out that they're more like Sun Wukong based, technically, and like Journey to the West made me like them quite a lot more. So I do think that they're actually pretty darn good designs. I'm usually not the biggest fan of any of the monkey designs, purely because of the fact that they're apes. Humans technically are as well, so they end up looking more human a lot of the time, which I am not the most comfortable with. Piplup in particular is peak. He's so silly and goofy, and I think that he's just a very good design. He's very silly. The fact, like, Piplup in the anime is also really cute. He's just good. I am not a fan of Medievo. Empoleon, on the other hand, very good. I like his design. I like the little lace on him. I like his trident head. I think the only thing that would need work is probably like the flippers, like, because they have like the spikes or whatever that's in them, but like, whatever. He's interesting. He's got a good design. Little birds. These ones are pretty good, I say. That one's eh. And I do like Staraptor. He's cool. He's got a little edgy hair. He's very silly. We have to put our Lord and Savior up at the top. He's necessary there. He's supposed to be there forever. Let's see. We've got... I don't really like Bibarel that much. I don't have very strong feelings about him, though. This guy I always thought was really cute. And I really like Whoop. He can go up here, actually, next to the foxes. I'm a big fan of Cricketoon. He's just silly. I like his cry. I think he's very fun. Shinx is a Pokemon that I've literally screamed over before because I got excited about him. I think he's very cute. He's got a really good design. I do actually like the whole line. Not quite as much as Shinx himself, but the line is very good. And I like the fact that they keep his little like star tail. I wish they did a little bit more with the star tail, but it's okay. They're allowed. They also like kept the pants thing and then had it grow a little bit more. It's like I like how they designed it. I like when the design actually grows with them a bit. I think the one thing is that they kind of removed the star-ish patterns for the ears, and I think that's the one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit, but you know. Budew is kind of cute. Gumby. Roserade is also pretty good, I'd say, but like mid. I like my silly little dinosaurs. They can go up here. We love dinosaurs in this house. This house is a dinosaur house. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, though. I like his his little guy version. I don't like him that much. Um, these guys are good, like, concept, I guess. I don't like them. Oh my goodness. I don't like them in practice, though. That much. I can go here. Yeah, they're all kind of eh. Their creatures are good. This guy's pretty good. Not super good, but like pretty good. Woo! Combi, very cute, very demure. No, but no, I do like the bee is the hive, and I like the fact that it has the queen evolution. It's very good. The one qualm that I have with it is the fact that most bees are not male. They are in fact female worker bees, and that the drones are much more like in the hive. Generally, I know there's like probably some species that aren't that same exact way, but most bees, as far as I've read about ever, the workers are female. So having bees out and about, and the comb bees out and about, specifically having it be like most of them are male, kind of is like, when you could have just had them mostly be female. But have like a chance for like a specific one having the patterning to be marked as a queen, which would be cool. Patrisu is okay. I don't feel very strongly about Patrisu. I do really like Weasel though. He's very silly. He's cute. His Evo's not bad. I don't like him as much as Luxray though. He's good. I don't feel very strongly about these guys. They don't bother me, but they're not like ones that I care about that much. These guys are pretty good. I like the nudibranchs in general as like creatures. Yeah, most hive insect. Yeah. Well, I like hive insects a lot, so it would make more sense if it specifically did what the hive insects do. But you know, whatever, it might be harder to code, or they just might have not wanted to do that because most people don't know all that information. I just may be a little bit crazy about animals, okay? But they're ruining it from the fans. Hate this guy. Awful, disgusting, hate him. Love Driftloon though. That's a good little guy. Driftbloom actually is pretty good himself. Baneri's really cute, and I like the design. I like the pose. I think the little ear fluffs are cute. It's also really funny because apparently Baneri is one of the only Pokemon that starts off friendship with you at exactly 0, or like less than that, I think. So from day one, Baneri hates your guts. I think that's silly. I think it's just a goofy energy. You know? My eyeball is just holding. Okay. Where am I at? Lopunny! Despite all the things about Lopunny, I actually do think the designs are pretty darn good. They were going for something in particular, and they did it pretty darn well. I like how they look. The way that the like eyebrow tufts that are like the cream color end up becoming like a butterfly shape or like a hair ribbon is cool. I like the fact that the fluffs become more athletic with the mega. It's cool. I like it. Let's see. Pretty good. Miss Magius. Yeah, I think Miss Magius can go up here. Honchkrow. He's silly and I like him. He's just a silly bird. Yippee! Um, okay, I despise Per Ugly. I don't know why. Actually, no, she can go in awful. I don't like it. Glameow is cute-ish, but it's still not, like, a Pokemon that I really like all that much. I think it can go, like, top of C tier, I think. Because I like the Springtail concept, but I just do not like Per Ugly. I get what they're going for. It's just not a design I like. It's like it makes sense. I don't like it, and I'm not supposed to like it apparently. This guy's cute. Um, I think he fits his little bell motif very well. He looks like a sentient bell. He's cute. I like Stunky because he makes his silly noise. Same with the evolution. They make silly noises for their cry. They're funny. And I like how it's the tail draping over the head. It like fits the design and it grows the design a bit. I like when they do that. I like the lore behind these two, so I think they go in B. I'm a lore guy, and I will forever like I may not like care that much about the design itself, but because of the fact that it has actual lore to it is where I'm like, yeah, I like this guy. This little crybaby bitch is so cute. And he's also in Lucario and the Mystery Mew. So he is allowed up here. He's just silly. Mime Jr. was as well. And I do like Mime Jr. more than Mr. Mime. I think he's very silly. He's got a lot of good vibes. Happy Knee is very cute. I like the silly little egg. This one can go up here. Methinks. There we go. Chatot! I like Chatot a lot. I think he's very silly. I like the fact that you can scream into the mic and he does more damage in the game he's from. If I was a Pokemon, I would probably be a Chatot. Just off of actual vibes. Hate this guy. This guy is awful. I hate him. He's disgusting. He's revolting. I hate him. Awful, disgusting, gross, mean, evil, evil. He can go die 108 times more. End him. I don't like Spiritomb. And I have hated Spiritomb since completing Black and White for the first time. Because you find Cynthia. I didn't know about her when I was first playing Black and White. Black and White was the first game that I had actually gotten the chance to play. And so I didn't know anything about this terrifying woman. I didn't know. And I could have known. But no one told me. So I suffered. And I suffered the fate that this specific Pokemon wanted to give. This guy can leave. He can leave. I don't like him. He makes me mad. Anyways, silly guy. He's very bitey. He's very cute. Let's see. I actually like the whole line a bit. It's very good. Garchomp, I think, is the strongest of them. I don't like the Mega. Well, Mega's okay, actually. It's not... it's not the best, but... it's still pretty good. Munchlax is really cute, also in Lucario and the Mystery Mew. I think he's got a good design. I think he's silly, and the fact that he eats a whole bunch and then he becomes the big sleepy is adorable. Riolu, very, very good. Goes straight up to the top. Same with Lucario. Um, I like Lucario line in general. And I do actually like the Mega, which is surprising. Because I don't usually like the Megas, but I think this one works for once. This guy's cute and silly. Methinks. He can go and be. And I like Hippowdon. He's very good. I like the baby a bit more than the adult for this one. But he's still not bad. Oh my goodness. Big yawn. I'm very good at yawning a lot, apparently. I like this guy a bit. But I'm kind of less inclined to like the evolution. Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant, very good. I'll actually put him in A. But he's very good. I like his silly little face. He looks goofy. The Finneon line is very good also. I like him. You. Baby Mantine. Little guy energy. Where's the... I put... Where? Why is there so many Pokemon? Now I can't find him. Where is he? Where did he go? What? Huh. I can't find him. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's just going over here for now. I will eventually, if I decide to organize this further, will try to specifically find the silly goober, but I genuinely don't know where. Is he somewhere in here? No, because where? Huh? Oh, there, never mind. Found it. Ha 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 ha. Okay, we had to put the baby over there. Okay. Don't really like these guys at all. Weavile can go absolutely straight to the top. I like Weavile. Another example of Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. This guy's not bad. Oh no, actually I don't like him. Awful. I don't like that guy. I like him less than Lickitung. I don't like this guy that much. I don't like this guy that much. Why the heck are so many like the evolutions that they made for this generation just not good? This one's pretty good though. I'll put this at bottom of A. I'm saying this one a bunch now because I'm starting to get sleepy, so then I'm like blanking on the names. It's okay. This one's not bad. I think B. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, Leafeon. Leafeon, I think, is better design-wise than Glaceon. I like both, but Glaceon just doesn't do it as much for whatever reason. This guy's cool. I think he's silly. I like this guy more than the evolutions. By like a little bit. Where is he at? There he is. By like a little bit. It's not by much, but it's by a little bit. I like the Porygons a bit. Yeah, I'm frequently EP. It's just a thing for me. Gallade. he looks a little bit silly to me, but he's still a good Pokemon. I don't really care for the Mega. Uh, he's silly. He can go up here. He's pretty good. Yeah, I think he deserves to be up there. Frostlass. I like Frostlass. Frostlass is cool. I like the design. I like the fact that it's like a kimono. I like the lore a lot. Frostlass is overall just very good. Let's see. Rotom is very silly. I think Rotom by itself is a very good design. But I'm not as big of a fan of most of the like things that he can be. I think they're silly, but I don't have very strong feelings about any of them in particular. Same with these guys. I don't really care about them that much. They don't interest me. I like the fact that they're like Triforce, kinda. This version of Dialga is very good. I like this one a lot. I'm not as big of a fan of Palkia in general. Palkia can kind of go in like B, I think. I don't like these guys at all. I accept the fact that they're kind of Centaur-esque, but I feel like you should at the very least have given them arms. I'm sorry. They don't look right. Heatran is kind of mid. He didn't really get much in the way of like exploration of his lore, which makes me sad. Because if he had the lore, then he would have been fine, but you kind of just forgot about him a lot. Regigigas is pretty good. I love Pokemon Satan. He's cool and silly, and I like both of his forms, so I do like this one a little bit more. I don't know. I think he's funnier as a little worm. Cresselia. She's actually so pretty, and I like her. I don't really mind these guys, but they don't make them much sense to me. Cresselia is perfect with Darkrai. Let's see. I want to at the very least get to my generation, or through my generation of Pokemon. At the very least. We'll see. We'll see how much longer I can stay awake. Let's see. Shaman, very good. I like the little hedgehog design. I don't like the sky form though. I personally don't like the sky form very much. Well, I'll put it in C actually, because it's not bad, but I don't know. I just don't like him that much. Arceus, we love Pokemon God. I do think the design is actually really darn good. I like just the fact that the symbols get used a lot. And it gives like a lot more to the world, I think. Victini has its own movie. It's pretty good. I like that it really likes macarons. I think that's silly. Okay, Snivy is a very good and peak design, I think. I don't know where I want to put it though. Here. Okay. I don't really care as much for the Medievo, but it's still pretty good. And then I really do like the final evolution. Superior is really good. Tepig is really cute, and I do like it. I don't really like either of the mid-stage. I don't like either the mid-stage nor the final stage. Emboar is just not it for me. Plus, it was another firefighting type, which is not fun. Obviously, my beloved apples and that whole line is going first immediately because I love Oshawott. I love Oshawott so much. Oshawott and Samurott are such good Pokemon to me, and I love their designs. They do, like, grow. It's like river otter, then a sea otter, and then a full-on sea lion. Just, I like it. It's just good. I like it, and it's silly. And I'm becoming like a samurai. That's fun. I don't like these guys. I don't like them. They can go down here. Your bestie will fight you or fight me for an Oshawott. Well, I will also fight them. Give me my son. That is my son, Apples, and that is his name. Okay, his name is Apples, and he will forever be known as Apples. Lillipup, I really like. I actually do really like the whole of the Lillipup line. It's Herdier is good, and so is Stoutland. The one episode for the Sun and Moon anime that made me sob uncontrollably with like the Litten and the Stoutland was really good. That one is actually like an emotional one that I actually liked. I love this little cat. It's so silly. Where is it? Yeah, I can go there. And so can the evolution. I like the evolution actually quite a bit, which is surprising. I don't like these monkeys. I think out of all of them, I think Pan Sage is probably the best of them. But I really don't like any of their evolutions. And only mildly like the Prevos better. And it's purely because of the fact that it's the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I like the fact that that's part of their design. That makes me happy. Muna is silly. You're gonna see that most of the bonds that are at the top are gonna be nope. Give me him back. I like Pidove. This is my gen, okay? And I'm allowed to like all of the sillies. This one can go over here. Unpheasant actually is pretty good, I think. And I like the fact that the male one has is more decorative. Biased streamer. No, not at all. Me doing a tier list on Pokemon that I like, being biased? Who would have thunk it? Blitzel has a silly little cry, and I like Blitzel a lot. I like Zebstrika too, but like less. Blitzel just has the silly cry. Roggenrola is very cute and silly, and I like him. His evolutions aren't bad either, though I don't like him quite as much. Where are they at? There he is. There's so many Mons. Swoobat! Precious child. Darling baby. I like Woobat and Swoobat. They're both so precious, and they deserve the world. And they were part of my team for like the longest time. Same with Drilbur, actually. I don't remember what I named my first Drilbur, but I know that I genuinely adored him and that he was super silly. Let's see. Audino is pretty good. It wasn't one that ended up on my team ever, but I did like the design pretty good. The Mega's actually not that bad. I think the Mega's pretty good. I like the color variation of it. I like just the fact that it's got fluffier and more like, I guess, angelic. It looks more like a healer. Hate these guys. Awful. Well, no. Actually, I think they go like bottom bottom. Actually, these ones. The baby form is okay. The the evolutions are disgusting. I don't like them. Actually, this guy can go top of awful. Actually, no. Wait, no. He can go bottom of awful, actually. Because that means that he's the worst of the worst. Temple, very, very cute. I like the music motif. He's silly. He's cute. I don't like his evolutions. I think they're not good. Rock and Throw are pretty good, I think. But I am, like, not super, like, strongly opposed to them or anything. This little guy in particular, so cute. I love him very much. He's got the cutest little face. His evolution's pretty good. I don't like it as much as the baby, but the Vanny is also pretty good. I think Levanny can actually go up here in S tier. You can really tell which Pokemon I'd like the most. We're gonna go with. I also really like Venipede and Scolipede, but I don't really like Whirlipede that much. Whirlipede isn't bad, but it is like another Mid-Evo that I'm not really the biggest fan of. I like the fact that he does spin until he becomes bigger. Whimsicott, very, very cute and silly. But I think, or sorry, Cottony is really cute. Whimsicott is actually S tier. It's just a good design. Petlil, very, very good. Lilligant, very, very good. I like this variation of it too. It's just I like these lines. They're so good. Fibsh. I don't feel very strongly about the Fibsh. They're Fibsh. Yeah. They're silly. Sandal I actually did really like a lot. I think he's cute and silly. I don't like the evolutions quite as much, but they're still pretty good. They can go up here. Yes, the Lilligant. There was Lilligant, yeah. I like original Darumaka a good bit. I think he's silly. But I don't really care as much for the snow one. So that's funny. Germanitan I don't really have any strong feelings about. I think he's cool. I think his gimmick's fun. Don't really. I don't really like the snowman one. It doesn't make sense to me, so I don't like it. Maractus, very cute, very silly. I like the cactus flower. Actually, I think no, actually, that's A. Dwebble. Dwebble is cute and precious and baby. And then Crustle is also very good. I like Dwebble a lot. Scraggy, I used to like a lot more. But I think I don't like him as much anymore. I don't know why. I don't like his evolution though. So I can absolutely go down here. Yeah. Sigilif, not bad. I'll put him at top of his. Yamask, on the other hand, is very good. I like Yamask a lot. I like his little silly lore. I do actually like the variation for the Galarian one. Sword and Shield may have had a lot of issues, but they did him well. They did him good and well. I do still like Coffin / Pause. He's silly. Or Turtle. Turtle good. Turtle evolution, not as good. Kind of bad. Well, not really bad, but Archen! Archen, baby! I like Archen. And Archops. They're good. They're silly. Contrary to popular belief, I do like the little trash bag. He's silly. He's just so good. Absolute precious child. Garbodor, as much as I don't like it as much, I do think he's still, like, very silly. So he's allowed to be up here. Gigantamax is kinda eh. I like the fact that he has a whole bunch of stuff in him. Okay, Zorua is right up at the top. I know that for sure. And then I actually really, really like the... I love the Hisuian ones. They're so good. They make my brain happy. But yeah, like, I love, like, they look so cool. I think it's like the tendrils and stuff, and the fact that they're ghosts with like the blisters and stuff all over their bodies. It's so cool. I like them. Minccino is very silly. Cinccino is also very silly, but not as silly as Minccino. I am not the biggest fan of Gatita, but I do like both the evolutions a good bit. They're both pretty good. Let's see. Solosis, I don't have the most, but I do like the Evos a bit, and just a little bit better. Oh wait, I don't have. Here we go. Hold on. Nah, I wanted to put them up here. There we go. That's better. Me not paying attention. Ducklet, very cute, very silly. I like him a lot. Swanna, very good. And I see Satan himself go up down there. You're actually a little bit less, but still, go down there. Despise you, hate you. Vanillish in particular can suck it. Awful, awful, awful. Horrible Pokemon. Don't like that guy. Don't like him. He's bad. Awful, disgusting, evil, bad. I like the guys slightly, just because of the evolutionary line. I like them slightly less. Deerling in all forms is peak and can go up at the top. I like Deerling. I like how they change forms based off of the weather, or not weather, but like the season. Because I like the fact that the seasons were added. I like that they're very fun to draw. And I find them very silly and cute. And let me like my silly little deer. They're just so cute, and I've liked them for a while. I used to draw them like a whole lot. I drew Eli as a Sawsbuck one time as well, so we know exactly which Pokemon he would be if he was a Pokemon. Emolga is pretty good, I think. Methinks. I really like this guy in particular. I think he's very silly. He just gives goofy vibes to me. Carablast. I don't really care for the evolutions that much, though. Fungus is very silly. I think he's pretty good. Among Us as well. I like them together. I like them as a pair. I don't really like them as much separate, but as together with Fungus Among Us, they're pretty silly. I'm not the biggest fan of the frillish ones or the Jellicents either. I still think Alomomola should have been like an evolution to Love Disc. Like, do you know how good that would be? Why would you ruin that? Just for that, it's get put in B. Like, it would have been so good. Evil Pokemon. Joltik, Precious Child, go up here. I'm not as big of a fan of Galvantula, but I do like it. It's pretty good. Ferrothorn, Ferroseed, I think. He's pretty good. He was not one of my favorite Pokemon, but I did use him for a little bit, so he's okay with me at least. I don't mind the silly gear Pokemon. I think they're a bit silly, but I at least like that they wiggle. I like their animation. I like the fact that they actually work like gears, especially in the anime. Tynamo is a silly goofy goober. And I like the fact that I like this one a little bit more, but then the final Evo is actually pretty good. And I like that it can be like very good. I like my silly little aliens. They're cute. Aliens good. Litwick, Precious Baby. You can go up here. That whole line is just so good. But I also am like a big fan of like blue and purple fires, so. And it's ghost type, which helps. Do I recommend Pokemon Black or Pokemon White? I'd say, because it's, oh my gosh. I think it's specifically, I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure Pokemon Black, well actually no, hold on, because I have Pokemon White, so then you would be, if you got Pokemon Black, then we could actually like get any of the exclusives over to the other side, which would be good. But either way, the game is really good. I like White a bit more aesthetically because of the fact that I have like there's like a specific town that's like more of like a like more run down, but in like the other game it's futuristic, and I'm like not super I'm not like super into like futuristic stuff generally. I don't like sci-fi quite as much as I like more rundown, and like it feels more lived in, you know. Whenever places feel more lived in and like slow and nice is when I like them. So like there's like that town. There's also I think it's White City and Black Forest. I don't remember which ones it is, but like those also change. The areas change them. And also it's I have Pokemon White, which gives me Zekrom, but it gives N Reshiram, which I think fits because they have similar eye colors, and the pretty boy gets the pretty dragon. So you know. Anyways, Axew's baby. Axew's so cute. I don't like the evolutions quite as much, but they are still good. Haxorus and Fracture. Clubchew, very cute and silly. I like him. He's got a good design. Beartick, I don't like as much, but he's still good. I feel like that's a pretty common trend with me. This guy is in one of the movies, and he's very silly, so I like him. Oh, we're almost done with the Pokemon Black and White Pokedex. Alright, this guy's silly, but I don't feel super strong about him. I don't like his evolution. Stunfisk makes a silly fart noise, so he goes in B. The bear trap one I actually like slightly better because it's more fun. Mienfoo, he's so cute and I like him a lot, and I actually do like his evolution. Mienshao. Mienshao? I don't remember. Let's see. I also specifically named, I think I named this guy either Blueberry or like something like that. It was like Blueberry Tart or something. Cause I liked Redagon. He's pretty good. He was very fun. And I just like his colors. He's very silly. We're like most of the way through, but I don't know if I can get this done within the next hour. But I will have to sleep for work. It's gonna be awful. I don't feel strongly about the Golurk line. Poniard's cute. He's kind of later game, so I didn't ever get to use him that much. Same with Bisharp. Where did I put him? There he is. For real. It always does. Bouffalon I find very silly, and I like him a lot. Rufflet is precious child. I love him so much. He can go right here. Because I really like Braviary as well. But I actually like the Hisuian one a little bit more. I think he matches color-wise better. Which, I mean, you don't need to do for, like, if it's, like, a baby bird. Because baby bird have their... Huh? What do you mean? Man, there's guys, and I like my sillies. But, oh yeah, I was yapping about Rufflet. So I do like the fact that it's like the downy feathers, basically, and like the fact that it's super fluffy. He's just so silly and cute. And then I like just both Braviaries, but I do like the Hisuian one more. I don't know why. I think it's just the color palette and, like, it's just good. And I like to get to ride on the back. He's just silly. Not the biggest fan of Vullaby, but I also just don't end up... He's okay. Actually, I like the adult more than the kiddo version. I'm like trying to rush a little bit so that way I can get all of my favorite guys, because I want to at least get to Reshiram Kiram and Hatsune Miku. The silly little ant guy. Heatmore is kind of cool, actually. And then Durant, like the fact that I like them together as a pair, but I don't really like them separate. You know? Because the whole thing is that Durant was trying to specifically, like, it was like an evolutionary thing of, like, trying to become stronger so that way the giant fire anteater wouldn't kill him as much. But Becoming steel isn't a good idea. Not gonna lie. Taking a sip of water. Yippee. Little. Ah, where'd he go? No! Where'd he go? I dropped him. Where did he go? My son. There he is. Okay. Yippee! I like Dino. Dino, Zweilous. Zweilous? I think it's Zweilous. And Hydreigon. Hydreigon's actually like peak to me. Yippee! While I don't really have very strong feelings about Flarvesta, I do really like Volcarona. Because I did get the chance to have one when I was playing Pokemon. And they're just so cool. I like them a lot. I think out of all of the Swords of Justice, I think Cobalion's probably one of the best. I'm not the biggest fan of Terrakion, but he's fine. And I like Brazion a good bit. I think actually I like her design a bit. Because I like the grass types. And the fact that they match very well with what they're going for. So at least that's good. I don't like any of the genies. And I especially don't like the dang cloaca on that one. I don't like the genies. They're not guys that I like. They just... Especially Thundurus, actually. Thundurus makes me mad. Don't like that guy. Reshiram! Reshiram, my darling. Reshiram can go right here. I'm sorry, you cannot dethrone Oshawott. The Oshawott line in general. But very gorgeous, very pretty. Zekrom, I didn't like a lot when I first was playing the game because I was sad that I didn't get Reshiram at first, but I do actually still think it's a very, very good design. Kyurem, I like that he's ice type because he's the cold remnant shell of the original dragon. I think that's very epic. I think he's just very cool in like the punny way. He's very silly. Why do I have so much lore in my head at all times? I just know so many things. I think that both of these guys, or the Kyurems, but with the different powers, is pretty good. They're not bad. They could be better. I want to see an eventual, like, original dragon. That would be really cool. To see, like, Kyurem mixed with both Reshiram and Zekrom properly. Like, all three designs fully merged into one ultimate dragon would be good. Because that's their lore, and I want that to be real in my brain. My Little Pony, Swords of Justice. I actually do like Keldeo more recently. I think he's silly. As of the movies, his little, like, water gun feats. Yeah, yeah. That's actually so accurate, though. Yeah, I mostly just know lore or, like, quotes from things, and then the rest of it is just my brain and not wanting to function enough to let me know that I need to eat food. That's a frequent thing that occurs. Um, I love the Meloettas. Both of them are like very good. I think I'll put, yeah. Da 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 da. I like the regular one better than the fighting form. Because that's Hatsune Miku. That's Hatsune Miku to me. I also just like the fact that there's like an entire area where you specifically, during like whatever, or for an event, have to bring Meloetta over to a guy that's in like a store, and he like reminds her of a song that, like, specifically the Relic song. So it's like, it's really cool. I want more games to do things like that, where it's like, oh, you bring like a specific character into this thing, so then you get like special content relating to it. Like with Zorua too. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Zorua so much, other than the fact that it's just a cute little illusion fox, you know? Let's see. Genesect I never got to actually see, which is sad, but I do like his design a bit. He's cool. I like the fact that he uses the funky little plates to change his, like, the typing of the move that he uses, which is cool. We are into the starters for X and Y. See, the thing is that I do actually like specifically the baby designs of all three. So Fennekin, Chespin, and Froakie are very good. Not the biggest fan of Quilladin or Chestnut. What happened? Oh, I didn't. So there's like, so I know that there was the whole bunch of giveaways and stuff for Black and White, like, event stuff, but I wasn't on the internet at that point in time. So anything that wasn't specifically uh like advertised on the TV, I didn't know about. Especially since, like, it was just like I was just playing the game and being excited because of different things. I specifically remember that I found out later that Victini was literally available for my birthday uh the year that I had started playing the game, or like the year after, I think. I don't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure, like, whichever point in time I got the game, it was like Victini was available, uh, and I didn't know about it, so I never got it, and it made me sad because I do really like Victini, and I was gonna be like super obsessed with it had I known about it because of the fact that it was like right near my birthday that it was available. But sadly, I just didn't know. Okay, Breakson. Breakson's pretty good. I think Breakson can go up here. And so can Delphox. I like Delphox. There's like a little bit of weird with Delphox's design. Specifically the stick that is the wand. But it it's okay. I wish that it became like a bigger staff or something, because I think any sort of like extensions of a Pokemon should grow with the Pokemon, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I These guys are okay, actually. I like Greninja though. Greninja's cool. Where did you go? Okay, Greninja's cool. Not really the biggest fan of like the Ashes Greninja, but you know. Bumblebee is cute. I think he's silly. He's funny in the anime. And I think he's got a pretty good design. I like how his ears work like little paws. I don't really care about Diggersby, but he exists and he's there. Fletchling, I like the Fletchling line. They're pretty good. Fletchinder. And I do really like Talonflame. I actually use him in Scarlet Violet right now. Yeah, you're right. It's still like, I don't really like Ash as a character that much. It's weird. I liked him in Indigo League in like some of the older anime, but then like the more that he was used, the less likely I was to like him. Because I feel like he had more personality back when he was still like a more original character. And then he just kind of started having more and more stuff just like happening to him where he was kind of boring about it, you know? Like they stopped caring about having him have a personality. So he just kind of like gets like set into like a cycle of like, whoa, we just started the new episode. I'm hanging out with my friends. Whoa, a new Pokemon. Who could that be? And then he fucking knows the Pokemon. Like, it's ones that he's seen before at that. In most cases. He's just so surprised by everything that exists in the world that he lives in. And I'm like, I get being like, oh, he's in a new area and it's like ones that he actually hasn't seen before. But then, like, he's actively done the same thing to Pokemon from his home region when he's seen them before. Yeah. I told you about that. I told you it's about like $200 to try to get a physical copy of the game. Absolutely awful to try to find at that because you'd have to drive somewhere or get it delivered somehow. Um, because of the fact, so there was an entire thing where it was specifically I had lent my game or my copy of Pokemon to my siblings because they really wanted to play it, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll let you play. They lost my copy, and I was trying so hard to find it before my parents had moved into like a better house, and we were like actively like removing everything from the older house and putting everything away, and I was like so excited because I saw a DS cartridge upside down underneath where my youngest sister's bed was. And I got so excited. I'm like, this could be it. This could be my game. And it was How to Train Your Dragon. And I got so sad I was about to cry because I'm like, this game is impossible to find. You can't get it for under like $150. I was so sad because I'm like, I love Pokemon Black and White. It's so good. And I wanted my game. And then my uncle found a copy of it for me and like literally drove out like a couple hours to pick it up to make sure he had it, and I literally started crying so hard when he had come to visit for Christmas and my birthday and delivered the silly little game, and I'm like, I was so excited. It was so funny too because that was the year that I was specifically uh my I was over at my Vivo, my grandma's house, and she was like so confused for a minute because the moment that my uncle showed up, I don't do this to like any of my other uncles because specifically just William is the only one that I will actively like tackle hug excitedly. because he's my favorite uncle. So, like, that's just how it is. Um, but like, that's not her kids. I don't tackle hug my uncles from her side. They get like awkward half-assed hug. But with my Uncle William, nah. Snuggle, hugs, and tackles. It's so silly. But yeah, she looks like so offended about it. It was funny. And then she was like talking about how like she got like a good gift, and then I was like saying about how my Uncle William, I was happy that my Uncle William was there and that was the best gift, and he literally goes, you might like the one that I got you. Then it ends up being black and white, and I was like screaming. I got so excited. Alright, I was yapping for so long. Hi, there's Pokemon to rate. This guy's silly. I like him. He's silly. This guy is also very silly. I like the butterfly. It's pretty good, actually. I like the fact that it has all the different forms. He can go up here, actually. He's got so many color variations, and you can have a whole bunch of different fun ones. Let's see. I like Litleo, but specifically because of an artist that I like. And how my favorite artist draws Litleo. There we go. Maybe. Cut. Let me put you there. Okay, thank you. Struggling. I don't like the mask one as much. But I do like the fact that they're different. They're very interesting that way. I like Flabebe. Flabebe is really cute. Let's see. Floette is pretty good too. I like the variation from like the specific one. You know the one on Ninrak, most likely. For the like anime as well as like later in the game. For Floette in particular. Woo! I don't like Florgus. Also because of my favorite artist and like the lore behind something that they were making. Skidoo, I yap too much about this cute ass baby and his adorable little song to not put him higher up. He can go here, I think. So I specifically used to have an older YouTube account where I was trying to put videos on like forever ago. And I had this video where I was specifically just so excited and like having a very badly recorded video of me playing on my 3DS and being excited because I found the Skidoo area and I liked the song. And so I was running around on the back of the Skidoo and just being obnoxious about it. Go-Goat having the different theme but like similar is very fun. I like Go-Goat. He's cool. Pancham's okay. Pangoro's okay. Furfrou I do like a bit. I think solid B. Esper immediately up at the top. He's so silly. I think I like Esper more than Drillbur. Esper's just got the blankest stare, and I find it so funny. I think he's just grown on me more and more, too, because he's got that goofiest little face. Let's see. I do like the evolutions also. They also really work very well. Especially since this is for France. They just look good. They look really good. Can you tell I like Pokemon by the fact that there's not, like, that many in F and D and a bajillion of them in S? I may like Pokemon, but that may change. The swords are okay. They're interesting enough. But they're not something that I like that much. I do like Spritzy and Aromatisse. I like the fact that they're like scent based and plague doctors. I think Aromatisse could have had a slightly better design, but I still do like it. It's pretty good. Actually, I'll put Aromatisse down, actually. Because I like Spritzy, I don't like Aromatisse as much, but it's still, like, solid. I like this one. I like Swirlix. It's good. I don't like Slurpuff that much. I don't like him. Inkay, I love. He's so silly. He's cute. And I like the fact that you evolve him by flipping your DS upside down. That makes me happy. Because he turns himself upside down. And then he's silly. And I like that. I don't like the barnacles. I don't like either of them. Skrelp, I think, is really cute. He can go at top. Actually, no. I like Skrelp more. I'm not as big of a fan of Dragalge, but I still like it. Dragalge? I think this might be what it is. These guys are silly. I like the fact that he is a giant cannon, so he kind of gets to go up here a little bit more. I like it's like a dragon looking giant claw, and being like a cannon, because that makes him like a mantis shrimp, and that's epic, and I love those guys. Like the pistol shrimps, those are so cool. Let's see. This guy's very silly and cute, and I like him. He's very cute in the anime, also. Helioptile. He's okay. Actually, I think I'll put him in B. He's cool. Dinosaurs, up at the top they go. All the dinosaurs. God, there's so many Pokemon on screen. So many guys. I do actually like this one a bit more, though. Oh, no, don't separate them. Don't separate them. No! There we go. There we go. Okay. Sylveon actually is a really good design. I do like it a lot. I'll put it next to the other EVs for now. Methinks. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. If there are no fossils in the Tengen, yeah, I will scream, because I really like the fossil Pokemon in general. Is there any fossil Pokemon in Scarlet Violet? I know they're the Paradox Pokemon, so they might not have. Halucha is okay. I don't really care about him that much. Dedenne is also another one that I don't really... Well, actually, Dedenne has the silly voice, which puts him up a little bit more. I like Carbink a lot. I don't know why. I just think he's silly. Gumi. Gumi, my son. I like Gumi. He's silly. I like Sliggoo. I like both variations of Sliggoo with that, which is silly. I really like Goodra. Goodra's really cute to me. And I'm fine with Hisui and Gujo too. But yeah, I don't remember if there's any fossil Pokemon in Scarlet Violet. I don't think that there is. Because I think they were too focused on the Paradox Mons and the fact that those are technically, like, I guess, fossil-esque. But, you know. Okay. Klefki is cute and silly. I think he's fun. I like jingling the keys. Here is a dead child. We put the dead children at the top. The Trevor is not the best, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I think the past Paradox ones are probably the reason that they didn't do it. Because I guess they kind of count as a whole, but like not really. It's Paradoxmon. But I do like my silly fossils. Let's go! Wait, you said Pokemon. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm losing my mind. I like forget which one's which every single time because cause like every other generation of Pokemon, they have it specifically be whichever one is, whichever one's on the box art is the same color as the game. Well, they switch it for black and white, so I always get confused by it, even though it's been years, and I know that. I should know by now. Anyways, little baby. I actually do like Gorgeist too. Pumpkaboo and Gorgeist are really good. I think I actually like Pumpkaboo more. I think it's silly. This guy I don't really like. I don't like him. I like Avalugg though. He didn't need an evolution. I don't like this one though. Noibat. Considering I literally cried when mine died in a Nuzlocke that I was doing. Specifically in Sword and Shield. I think I might like Noibat and Noivern. It's a bat dragon. You can't tell me that I wouldn't be the kind of person to have a bat dragon, alright? He's Urple and a bat dragon. I actually really like the design for Xerneas. I think Xerneas actually goes above. Honestly, design-wise, Xerneas goes hard. There, Xerneas can go right there. I really like just the deer and the fact that it's got the like gem antlers. The fact that it glows, it's cool. It's very silly to see in other games that it's not supposed to be in. Yveltal isn't as good, but I still like him. He can kind of go right here. But I do like Zygarde. I like Zygarde's main form, which is funny because it's yet again another reptile that I like. Yeah, pretty much. I really like deer. This one's a Dogi, and I like the Dogi. The Dogi can go right there. Not the biggest fan of this guy. Zygarde's like 100% form. I don't like it very much. I get like the lore behind it, but they could have done it better, I feel. Diancie, I like her movie. She's cool. She's pretty good. Mega Diancie even actually does look good. I like that it's like a chandelier and like crystals and stuff. It's interesting. And I find it fun. I like Little Hoopa. I don't like Big Hoopa. So Little Hoopa can go here-ish, I think. And Big Hoopa can go in the trash. No, it can go in F. This one, actually. I just don't like him. He's too big. And it doesn't look enough like Little Hoopa to me. This guy's barely in the games, which I feel bad for him. So I think I'm gonna put him in C, because he could have gotten so much more. Oh, we're in Sun and Moon. There's not that much for Sun and Moon. Yeah, you can probably get this one done. Maybe. All right. I like Rowlet. Rowlet's a cute boy. That's a good boy. He's cute. His evolution, I don't really. But I do like Decidueye. Decidueye is good. Decidueye is good and allowed. I do like the Hisuian one a lot too. Like, those two are actually pretty cool. I like the fact that he's a different kind of owl, actually, which is very fun. And I like the fact that the feats change. I like when they use a lot of like real world animals for their Pokemon. I think Sun and Moon, funnily enough, despite me not really liking the games themselves as much, I do like the fact that they put like a lot more inspiration into like which Pokemon make it into the generation and like which ones specifically were created for it. Like, they have reasoning for like the way that they are and certain aspects of them. It's really cool. I like Litten. And I like Torracat. I don't really like. He's kind of bad. I don't like him. He goes down there. I like him in Smash Bros. If I did a Smash Bros tier list of characters that I like, he'd be on there, pretty high. But I don't like him in Pokemon. He doesn't seem, as much as I don't want to say he doesn't seem like a Pokemon to me, he's just like not quite what I want from a Pokemon, if that makes sense. Popplio though, precious child, darling, goes up here. Actually, I really like Popplio's whole line. Like, Brionne's really cute. And I love Primarina. The fact that, like, the Primarina that I had gotten, like, Popplio and stuff, the fact that most starter Pokemon end up being male-dominated, despite this being so femme-coded, is so silly to me. Femboy energy. Pikipek's okay. Trumbeak. And then Toucannon I actually like. He's cool. We put the awful guys down here. They know what they did. Actually, this one especially can go into awful. He knows what he did. And I think multiple people know what I mean by that. Let's see. These guys I don't really care about that much. They're silly. They're cute. But they're not ones that I really pay much attention to. I like this guy though. I think he's cool. He can go up here. I think he's cool. This guy is not good. I don't like him. I don't like his paws. He should have better crab claws. He has his awful little hairs. And I don't feel very strongly about Crabrawler. He's like, I don't know. There's all the forms of Oricorio. They're actually pretty good, I'd say. Um, I like that they're different kinds of dance. And that it just changes depending on which nectar. They're very silly. Cutie Fly is precious, and I also love Rabombi. I think they're both like very good. And I also really like Rockruff. Rockruff is precious. Lycanroc is pretty good as well. I like all the forms of Lycanroc even. I think this guy's edgy and silly, so I think I like him more. Because he just gives like the grr, I'm a werewolf and you should be scared of me vibes. But he's actually like a sweetie. Wishy Washy is cute, I think. I think he's silly. I like him when he does his little school form too. I think he's like, he gives such like a nerdy kid energy. Like, but specifically like me and like the fact that I would cry a lot. He looks like he's about to cry. So I like him. I like Marini for the anime and the fact that James has to deal with one. Tarapet Toxapex, sorry. It's pretty good, I'd say. I wish it was like a little bit different, to show like the fact that it has the funky little crown thing. But it is pretty good. Let's see. Mudbray himself is cute, I think. Yeah. And I actually do like Mudsdale also. I think they look good. Dupiter I thought was very interesting when I first saw him. It's the fact that it's a diving spider. That's epic. I may not like spiders that much, but like that's a cute guy right there. You know? Why did my thing pause randomly on my... Okay, sure. We'll go with that. I like Dupiter though. I don't remember what the... which one's the evolution and what the evolution's name is. This guy's cute and I like him. He's silly. I'm a huge little guy fan. We know this. And I think the evolution is also pretty darn solid. Because I love the mantis that it's based off of, the orchid mantis. Little mushrooms are precious and I like them. They're just little creature. And then this one gives me the vibes of mushroom dance, whatever could it mean? It means you've lived a life of sin. He just, like, the way that he's staring at the camera. He's just seeing into your soul. He's funny. I like Salandit and Salazzle a lot. I think they're very fun. Salandit and Salazzle. Salazzle I think is very funny. So usually that one's more on the upper scale for me. Stuffle I was screaming about because I thought he was super cute, so I think he goes up here. I like Stuffle. I'm not the biggest fan of Beware. Beware's kind of like a mid-ground for me. Same with Bounsweet. I like Steenie. Steenie's pretty good. Serena is also pretty good, but I don't think she's as good as Steenie. Comfey is cute. I think I can go up here. Solid B. We're almost through with at least Sun and Moon, and then I think I'm gonna be done for the night, and then I can like pick it up next time I have the availability to start doing from Sword and Shield until what's it called? Sword and Shield until Scarlet Violet. I didn't really ever see these guys, so I don't really care about them that much. Wimpod is cute and silly, and I find him very fun. And Golisopod is also very fun purely because of the what's his name? Guzma. Little Sandcastle, no strong feelings for either. I love Pukamuku. He's silly and goofy. And I think he's like top tier. Top of A. He's just a little guy. And I like Nudibranchs in general. And like different, it's like a sea bunny, I think is what he's specifically. I think this guy's lore is insanely good to the point where it's like actually S tier. He's got similar to like Mewtwo, which I think Mewtwo's actually top tier in here too. I don't remember. It's been a while. Didn't I put Mewtwo up here? I put Mew. Where's Mewtwo? I don't know where he's at. I forget. Oh no, I put Mewtwo in there. Okay, well, anyways. It's okay. Mewtwo can stay where he's at. Minior is not one that I really care about all that much. I think he's cute, though. That's why he's in C tier. Stands for cute, I guess. Kamala also. He's kind of like, eh. Not the biggest fan of this guy. Togedemaru. He's cute. Actually, no, he can go in B. Cause Togedemaru is very silly. I like him in the anime especially. I think that's where he grew on me the most. He's specifically just so excited about everything. And that makes me happy cuz like he's very passionate and silly. Mimikyu, literally so much better than Pikachu. I genuinely love this Pokemon a lot. I think he's just so good. And yeah. Mimikyu just gives me good vibes. I like my little ghost types. I like his little lore. He's very well thought out and somehow became bigger than Pikachu for the most part for a while. So I think that counts as an absolute win. Hate this guy. This guy looks awful. Grandpa, on the other hand, cute ass boy. The fact that Grandpa specifically will burn down the houses of kids who are bullies makes me happy. Like, do not be mean. You will die. I would also burn down the houses of bullies, clearly. Delmy's cool. Epic Pokemon. I think he's epic. I like my ghosts. I like the fact that he is water. And sunken ships are awesome. I specifically only like Jangmo-o, not the rest of the line. The rest of the line just looks bad to me. I don't like it. I don't feel very strongly about most of, like, half the Tapus, but I do like Finny and Lele. I think they're pretty good. Woo! Cosmog. Nebby is so cute. I genuinely think I really like Nebby. I wouldn't be the biggest fan of this guy, but except for the fact that he's like so heavy, apparently. He's so dense, and the fact that that's like literally like how a star is. Yeah, get in the bag, Nebby! Nebby, get in the bag. Nebby. Nebby, get in the bag. I like Sogaleo. He's okay. He's pretty good. He's got a good design. I like that he's a sun lion. The Krasma one is epic. I think that's pretty good. Lunala, on the other hand, is like top A tier, I think, because Lunala is pretty darn good. And then I don't like this one as much as Lunala, but I think it's still pretty cool. But yeah, despite me getting Pokemon Sun, I believe, at some point, I like Lunala more. Lunala is pretty cool. I think I got it specifically because of like which Pokemon were available, but you know. I like the lore. This is lore Pokemon. Love the lore. And it's like Lusamine, and specifically also again with like my favorite artist. My favorite artist specifically drew an animatic of Lusamine, which I think they're remaking like soon, which will be cool. But it was to the song Shiny, which is so good. I don't like Buzzwole. End of story. Pheromosa, on the other hand, pretty cool. I like her. Pretty solid B. Actually, no, I think I put her in A. She's cool. Xurkitree, really cool, actually. I like his name. I like the fact that he's wires. He's silly. I like some of these guys. Actually, no, I kind of like all of them, for the most part. There's very few that I dislike, and it's basically just Buzzwole and I think Guzzlord. There we go. I think these are all, like, solid. I don't really care for Guzzlord that much. He's cool. I like the fact that he screams in the anime. Yeah. Guzzlord, like, screams in the anime. It's awesome. But, like, that's the only reason he's... I don't like his design that much. There's more of Necrozma. He's pretty okay. I think he'd be top of B for that version. And then obviously Lunala and Solgaleo versions, respectively. And then I really like this full-on light version. That's cool. I like that one. That one's epic. Actually, I think that one can actually go above, because that's cool as heck. Epic Dragon. Magearna's cool. Magearna's pretty epic. I think it's silly. Let's see. See, I don't even know what this is technically for Magearna, because I don't remember there being a different form, but I just might be wrong, so I guess I can go up there with it. I like the colors, at least. Marshadow himself is pretty good, I think. And I do like the fact that the colors change. It's a movie specific Magearna? Why? I mean, I know why, but like, it's the same reason Ash's Greninja exists, but... Okay, I like Poipole. Poipole is very cute and silly. And... I think he's just goober. And Naganadel is also pretty good. Funky little purple wasp creature. Stekateka is very funny. He can go in B. And I like, I forget his name. Balacephalon, something like that. Bacephalon. Zeraora! I got a shiny one of this guy from an event in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I got very excited. So he's cool. I like him. I like him a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of Melmetal, because I don't really like the fact that you have to do Pokemon Go to just get him. So yeah. Alright, I think we're on to Sun and Moon next, but I really need to go to bed because I do have work tomorrow. So, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. Can I just save it as a thing that I've done? Alright, well, I can log in later. Oh god, it got stuck. It's okay. Well, yeah. We got the sillies. Do I have anything in particular? Oh no. Jesus Christ, nope. It's okay. Well, it's alright. I should have like an ending stream thing, but you know, it's okay. Good night. Have a good night, you guys. Sleep well if you're sleeping. And we're ending off on Megalovania, apparently. Whatever. It's okay. Woo!